Hey everyone, this is Senior Stationery and today's review is gonna be on the Cross Century Classic. Thank you, Mr. Leguman. So what does the Cross Classic differ from the other models? We know Cross launched the Century ballpoint in 1946 following its 100th anniversary, and we can also point at the Century as making popular the whole idea of the ballpoint pens back when the fountain pens were way more popular. So in a way we kind of owe it to this pen, to the Cross Century, as well as the Parker Jotter, which were the more popular ballpoints back on their era. This model, the Classic, which is a black matte and kind of textured barrel, has been going around since like sometime from the 80s, I believe from the 80s on, because I have not seen an earlier model or a 70s model, so I believe sometime in the 80s it became popular. It has gold appointments, as you can notice, 23 gold carat gold appointments. Has a little band over here, the golden clip with the cross logo, the top part and the end part. This being a ballpoint, ballpoints usually have this black dot on top, and on the back also have edge cross. This is a newer current model from the ones that are now made in China. I personally don't see any difference from the ones made in USA, except that, well, they don't say anymore USA, but quality wise this feels pretty much the same as a US one. What I'm gonna do acknowledge is the fact that I do like their new packaging. I like the new whole black and yellow colors, very elegant, and the lion logo. They used to have a lion logo, I believe, researching more on the Cross history, so it's a nice logo for the brand. The font and typography is nice, but I like the idea of adding the lion. As you can see, the whole design is pretty nice for the box, the yellow band area, and then when we open we see the whole new logo, the type and the logo, satin, kind of a satin fabric, and well, very nice presentation gift box. And we pulled the yellow tab for the extras, for the paperwork, or if you want to store a spare refill on there. So it's a really nice packaging. I like this whole new concept from Cross, which they started, I believe, in 2016. So what's the difference if I compare this current with an older one? Well, here I have an older one. I was lucky to be able to get an older. It has the same texture. This one is a little bit more rougher to twist, but because it was on storage for years, but it's pretty much almost new. It has also same gold appointments. This has the older Cross font, narrower font. On the back it also has the older font engraved. It says Cross USA. You might not be able to see, or yeah, maybe. Let me see if I can get that soon. But it says Cross USA. What I noticed between these two is that this one, the Chinese made, has a more yellower gold compared to this one, the USA made. This one has a more lighter tone to the gold accent. So it's kind of like a matter of a taste, but craftsmanship is pretty much the same. I will only say that, well, if you're not that much into gold, or a very yellowy gold, well, maybe the current ones maybe are not your option. But if you don't care that much about the appointment, well, you'll have to look for an older one if you want more lighter gold tone. But quality wise they're pretty much the same. I don't see any differences, except that this one says Cross USA, that's it, and the clip has the older font. This one, the newer one, they come, at least here when I bought it, comes with factory black medium refill. So let's see how well it writes. I do feel Cross refills, the current ones, are write very smoothly. and the color is very rich, so that's a good point for them. Let's make a quick test so you can see. So this is the Cross Century Classic Century, which is black with 23K carat gold appointments. Right smoothly. These are now made in China, currently made in China, both the refill and the pen. But to be honest, I don't see that much difference. It has the same weight as the one that I just showed you, the older made in USA one, so I don't see that much difference. The ones, to be honest, the ones where I have seen difference is on the weight on the chrome and the golden pens. The older, those are the more famous ones, which have been for around 40 or more years. The budget pen used to be the lustrous chrome, and then you will follow to the 10 karat gold, and then the 14 karat gold, and then eventually you could buy the fully gold pens, which are more expensive and more rare. But this model, the Classic Century, which is sold today, is in between the lustrous chrome, which is the base model, and the 10 karat gold filled one. So this is a nice pen. The design is, you can say it's so Art Deco from the 1940s to 50s. What is amazing about this style is that it was very modern, or it was intended to celebrate Cross's 100th anniversary. But it's amazing that even to this day, in 2017, this pen is still relevant. It's still as modern and as elegant as since ever, and that's quite an accomplishment for a pen company. Very few models have lasted that long. The only pen I can think of is the Parker Jotter, but other than that one, which has been probably its rival, this pen, I don't see a pen that sleek and modern, and I believe the design is so streamlined and so modern and simple that it can withstand the time. So that's really something to appreciate from Cross. The quality is the same. That's something good. I mean, it would have been nice if Cross still produced that in USA, making it like an icon, being a traditional US brand, an icon. But the good thing is that they have remained the same quality, even if they are now made in China. It feels the same quality as the one that I just showed you. It weighs the same, works the same. The mechanism, there's no problem with the mechanism. I actually found the US made one a little bit harder, but this one's pretty smooth. But again, this is a new pen, so but it works really well. Would I recommend it? Yes, this is a very elegant business-like pen, or just for an everyday pen. It works and it's very reliable. Refills can be found almost anywhere. The refills work pretty good. So would I recommend it? Yes. So this is a pretty good iconic pen, and I hope you like this review. If you like this review, please remember to give a like and stay tuned for more reviews. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.